Ready? All right, man. This goes out to my boy Robin. It's morning time. It's 7:44. We're making breakfast, and this is a very easy breakfast, man. You can make this, whoever can make this, but you go to Dylan's basically, get bar asses, either ham or turkey. This was on sale, obviously, so I got the turkey, and I always get turkey. You're gonna start off for one serving, either one slice of ham and two slices of ham, whatever you want. Just note that it does have a lot of sodium, so this is a pretty good breakfast, but I mean I don't eat it all the time. So get a nice knife. If you Robin, because my boy lives alone, hit him up or King. Uh, Always get a knife set. Always get a knife set. Always make sure your knives are sharp. If you cut with a dull knife, then that's unsafe. First of all. So yeah, just cut that into like one, two, three, four, five, six. Flip them sideways here. This is like the most basic breakfast I can think of, ham and eggs basically. Now here's the most important part when cutting with a knife is don't go like this. You're gonna cut yourself. You're gonna cut yourself, man. I learned this from Chef Gordon Ramsay. If you do this here, and this right here, this knuckle is gonna lead you on. All right, you just move this knuckle and you just keep chopping. So that's it. You really don't, it's really easy. You don't have to overthink it. Always wash your hands before touching anything else. This is like all the basics. I'm telling you the basics, man. Honestly, I don't want to get into a lot of stuff. So either get some olive oil, coconut oil. I have coconut oil up here. They're like $2 at Ross because they sell that. Olive oil, you find that at Dylan's too. Just get a little bit, not a lot. Nice little dollop of that, you could say. So there's that. And heat up your pan before. You don't want to cook with cold oil because the ham or the turkey is going to soak it all up and you're just going to end up with greasy stuff. You want some here. But yeah, so this is just ham and eggs basically. We have a lot of other stuff I can show you, man. We have so many ingredients you can do with eggs. You can cut up a tomato with onions and saute that, put it in the heat first, let that, work in, and then put the eggs in. But you always want to put any kind of, any vegetables or proteins in before you put the eggs. So as you can see, you can hear that popping. We're cooking with the hot skillet already, so we're already doing something right. Any seasonings is really salt and pepper. That's all you need. That is all you need. As far as seasonings go, we have plenty of seasonings here because we have a big family, so we always gotta have seasoning. This is the perfect seasoning. This has garlic powder, onion powder. It goes great with soups and stuff like that. This is garlic and onion powder. Chef Marito. If you're Mexican and you don't know Chef Marito, you're doing something wrong. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the basic utensils too. You want to have a wooden spoon. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a slot. It can be straight. It don't matter. As long as you have something to work that turkey right there. Just pull this apart right quick. Really, there's no time because since the meat's already cooked, either A, you can just warm it up, so leave it here for like a minute, or you can have it nice and crispy, so leave it there for like 3 minutes. It's your personal preference, honestly. I'm cooking this for my bro because he's pretty hungry. The guy recording, shout out to him right quick. But yeah, we're gonna do that right there. So just let that sit. And now we go into the main ingredient, the eggs, obviously. So these are small, medium eggs, grade A, obviously. You don't want grade B. Come on, man, grade B. So come zoom in right here. So you can see, like, if you want it a little crispy, this is a little brown edge to it right now. So it's getting crispy. So we're gonna add the eggs right here, right quick. All right, zoom out. All right, so 3 eggs, basic. Most important thing. Where you going? You're so far away. You need to come towards the food, man. We're not filming me. I know I'm perfect, but still. So, how to crack an egg. I know you might be laughing, but bro, look at my face. All right, it's 7:48 right now. Okay, zoom into. It's 7:48. Look now, back at me. If you don't know how to crack an egg, bro, God so help me. Okay, but don't do some fancy stuff either. Use both hands. I don't care if you're a master or anything. I need you to use both hands on this. So, and don't be shy when cracking the egg. All right, I taught my nephew this, and he could do it. All right, so don't be shy when cracking an egg. But do this inside. If you go all the way out here, it's just gonna spill to the side, and you're gonna have a mess. So do it right here, like 3 cracks basically. That way you don't have anything. And then once it's cracked, open that up. Ain't nothing but a thing. It ain't nothing but a thing. And then I like to stack up my shells like this and put those in the trash. In the waste bucket, I guess you could say. So yeah, don't be shy with the eggs. I mean, don't do it too hard either, or else you're gonna have all the stuff there. But just it takes a couple of times, you know. So this is where you add your seasoning, which is just salt and pepper. A nice salt. I mean, you might have think that was a lot, but I'll be honest. Egg is tricky to work with. No, it's not that tricky to work with. The turkey takes away from some of that egg. So if you're just cooking an egg, you'll add a pinch of salt. But if you're cooking eggs with something else, then you're gonna add just a little bit more, like 2 pinches of salt. But let the egg cook. Don't stir it up yet. Let the egg cook. And smash the yolks. Spin that a couple times. Let it sit. All right. If you're making scrambled eggs, a lot of people like to put it in a bowl first, whip it up, and then put it in here. That's fine. I just think this gives it a different flavor because you get the egg whites like separate from the yolk sometimes, so you get different flavors in each separate individual bite. So, boom. Quick tip number 1. So yeah, so just let that sit real quick. How you know when it's ready to, stir up is just, did you just stretch, bro? Bro, I'm pretty sure that camera just faced the trash for like a quick second when I was talking. Are you kidding me, bro? Bro, I'm making you eggs and you do this to me? Anyways, back to the eggs, the main important ingredient. You'll know when it's ready to stir when the egg whites on the sides are basically cooked. So mix that up real quick. Let it sit one more again. It takes like a couple of times. And if you don't want to buy plates or you don't want to do dishes, get either Tupperware, because you can reuse that any day, any time of the week. You can reuse plates, obviously, but you can take that anywhere. Let's say you're in a hurry, get like a flat Tupperware, something of that nature. Just whatever container you have, get it ready and stuff. So yeah, so salt and pepper, perfect seasoning. And if you don't like already crushed flake pepper, you could also get the stuff you just crack it with. All the pepper flakes are in there, so that's also cool. So yeah, so stir this one last time, and honestly one last time because the eggs are already cooked. So yeah, so this just gives it, in my opinion, a little different flavor. Because if you zoom in right here, you see the egg whites, and then you got some of the egg yolks. Now, my mom and my brother that's making this right quick, he makes it a little different. Like they make it perfect. I can never get it as good as my mom. I can't. Honestly, God, I've been cooking since I was 9, so it's been 10 years since I've been cooking. I can never get it as good as mom. I got it once. I can never do it again. So yeah. So now you just put this right here. And another quick tip is never wash your pan right after it's hot. That's stupid. You just gotta let it sit out. Take it off the heat, put it off the heat, let it sit for 10 minutes after you're done eating. When you're washing your plate, wash your pan too. But yeah, so anyways, that's a pretty easy meal right there. Eggs with ham, bon appetit, motherfucker, what's up? And yeah, so the utensils we use today and what you must have a cutting board. you must have a knife. Make sure it's fucking sharp. Eggs, obviously. Ham, turkey, whatever you want. A pan, some olive oil. This badass thing that everyone loves. Salt, pepper, and a stove. Anyways, Robin, whoever watching this, if you want to learn how to cook, I'm gonna post out some more videos on how to season stuff when I'm prepping my chicken, when I'm prepping some turkey. Today I'm making ground turkey, so we're gonna season that with some of those seasonings, but we're gonna talk about them before we do anything else. Anyways, guys, that's basically it. Take a look at that eggs right quick. Have a beautiful day, and I'll let you see it.